Did you know that a fruit often praised as one of nature's greatest healers could actually harm you if eaten the wrong way? Papaya may look like a simple tropical treat, but inside it carries powerful enzymes, antioxidants, and vitamins that can truly transform your digestion, strengthen your immunity, and even support your long-term health. But here's the catch. There are 6 common mistakes people make with papaya that can quietly turn this healing food into a serious health risk. Some of these slip-ups are so common, you may be doing them without realizing it, and a few can even become life-threatening in the wrong situation. After more than a decade of studying nutritional biochemistry, I can tell you that papaya is the perfect example of an old truth: the dose makes the poison. When eaten correctly, it's a gift to your body. When eaten incorrectly, it can cause problems you wouldn't expect from a fruit so sweet and harmless looking. So stay with me, because I'm going to walk you through these 6 papaya mistakes one by one. By the end, you'll know exactly how to enjoy papaya's healing benefits safely. And the very first mistake might surprise you. Mistake number 1 is something almost everyone makes: throwing away papaya seeds. When you slice open a ripe papaya, those little black seeds may look like nothing more than waste. But in reality, tossing them out means losing one of nature's most concentrated sources of natural medicine. In fact, nutrition experts estimate that nearly 99% of people discard them without ever realizing their value. A report in the Phytochemistry Journal found that papaya seeds contain benzyl isothiocyanate, a compound shown to be highly effective against intestinal parasites. Another study in the Journal of Food Science confirmed that these seeds possess broad-spectrum antibacterial properties, helping fight harmful microbes such as E. coli salmonella and Staphylococcus aureus. For anyone concerned about gut health, this is not minor information, it's a major discovery. Papaya seeds are also rich in the digestive enzyme papain, which helps break down proteins and eases the burden on the stomach and intestines. They contain oleic and palmitic acids, both of which have anti-inflammatory benefits, along with flavonoids and phenolic compounds that serve as potent antioxidants. And don't overlook the fiber content. Just a small amount can support healthy, regular bowel movements, something many adults over 50 struggle with. In fact, traditional medicine systems across Asia, Africa, and Latin America have used papaya seeds for centuries to treat digestive problems, liver conditions, and parasitic infections. You can chew 5 to 6 fresh seeds after a meal to boost digestion. Another method is to dry the seeds for 2 to 3 days, grind them, and use the powder like a peppery spice. Just half a teaspoon can be added to your morning smoothie or sprinkled over a salad for an extra health kick. But here's the caution: more is not better. Research has also found that papaya seed extracts can be toxic if consumed in high amounts. That's why experts recommend keeping intake under 1 teaspoon of fresh seeds or half a teaspoon of ground seeds per day. Start small with just 2 or 3 seeds and increase gradually if your body tolerates them. Finally, pregnant women should avoid papaya seeds completely. And anyone taking blood-thinning medications or living with bleeding disorders should consult their physician before adding papaya seeds to their diet. Mistake number 2 is what I call the timing trap: eating papaya before it's ripe. At first glance, that firm green fruit might look harmless, but inside it holds a hidden danger. Unripe papaya contains extremely high levels of the enzyme papain, sometimes 10 to 15 times more concentrated than what you'll find in ripe papaya. Imagine what happens when such a powerful enzyme hits your stomach. It can begin breaking down the stomach lining itself. Severe irritation, painful heartburn, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and abdominal cramping. For women who are pregnant, the risks go from uncomfortable to potentially life-threatening. Scientific studies confirm what traditional medicine has known for centuries. Unripe papaya has been used historically as a means to trigger uterine contractions. High concentrations of papain can stimulate the uterus, especially in the first trimester, increasing the risk of miscarriage, premature contractions, cervical changes, and even preterm labor. The Journal of Ethnopharmacology has documented these effects in detail, emphasizing why unripe papaya should be strictly avoided during pregnancy. That doesn't mean unripe papaya has no place at the table. In some Asian cuisines, such as the popular Thai dish som tam green papaya salad, it is consumed safely because it's combined with other buffering ingredients, prepared in small amounts, and processed in ways that reduce enzyme concentration. The key is knowing how to select fruit at the right stage. A properly ripe papaya will show mostly yellow skin, have a slight give when pressed near the stem, and release a sweet tropical fragrance. Inside the flesh should be a vibrant orange-yellow with dark seeds. If you buy one that's still green, let it ripen at room temperature for 3 to 7 days. To speed things up, place it in a paper bag with a banana. The ethylene gas from the banana naturally accelerates ripening. Mistake number 3 is a hidden danger many people overlook: medication interactions. This one can be especially serious if you take prescription drugs on a regular basis. Papaya, while often considered harmless, contains compounds that may interfere with the way your body processes certain medications. Let's start with vitamin K. This nutrient is essential for healthy blood clotting, but in people taking anticoagulants such as warfarin, large amounts of papaya can work against the drug. That imbalance may reduce the effectiveness of the medication and, in worst-case scenarios, increase the risk of stroke, pulmonary embolism, or even a heart attack. Papaya also contains proteolytic enzymes like papain. These enzymes can intensify the effects of anti-inflammatory drugs such as NSAIDs, corticosteroids, or prescription pain relievers, making them stronger than intended. For someone already relying on these medications, that extra potency can tip the balance from helpful to harmful. Papaya's natural mild laxative effect can speed up digestion. While that might sound like a benefit, it can cause oral medications to pass through the system too quickly. This is particularly concerning with time-release drugs or medications that require precise absorption, like certain heart medicines, diabetes drugs, or immunosuppressants. So what can you do if papaya is part of your diet? First, never adjust medications on your own. Always consult your physician before adding papaya to your routine. Many doctors recommend limiting intake to less than 1 cup per week for patients on prescription drugs. It's also wise to take medications at least 2 hours before or after eating papaya. Keeping a simple food diary can help you notice if the fruit seems to change how your medications work. And if you're ever unsure, regular blood tests can provide important feedback. Mistake number 4 is a trap many health-conscious people fall into: the more is better fallacy. Papaya is healthy, so we assume eating a lot of it must be even healthier. But with papaya, that assumption can backfire. 1 cup of papaya contains about 2.5 grams of dietary fiber. For someone whose digestive system is sensitive or who isn't used to a high-fiber diet, too much papaya at once can trigger uncomfortable side effects: diarrhea, abdominal cramping, bloating, and nausea. On top of that, papaya's proteolytic enzymes, including papain, can overstimulate the stomach. When that happens, the result is gastric irritation, excess acid production, heartburn, and, in some cases, even erosion of the stomach lining. Overconsumption of papaya can cause a condition known as carotenemia. This happens when excessive beta-carotene builds up in the body, giving the skin a yellow-orange tint, particularly in the palm soles and sometimes the whites of the eyes. While doctors reassure us that carotenemia is harmless and reversible, Once intake decreases, the sudden change in appearance can be alarming. It's also important to be realistic about what papaya can and cannot do. No fruit, no matter how nutrient-rich, can cure cancer, replace diabetes medication, eliminate chronic inflammation on its own, or act as a miracle solution for weight loss. Papaya offers tremendous benefits, but it should be seen as one part of a balanced diet and healthy lifestyle. Nutrition guidelines recommend keeping papaya consumption to no more than 1 cup per day, about 140 grams. That serving already provides 88 milligrams of vitamin C, nearly 100% of daily needs, over 1,500 IU of vitamin A, about 31% of daily needs, and a good amount of fiber. In fact, many experts suggest it's better to enjoy papaya 4 to 5 times per week instead of daily. This approach allows your digestive system to process nutrients effectively, reduces the chance of carotenemia, and prevents your body from building tolerance to its enzymes. Finally, always pay attention to warning signs: frequent loose stools, ongoing heartburn, unexplained fatigue, skin yellowing, or changes in appetite. These may be your body's way of saying it's time to cut back. Mistake number 5 is what I call the storage catastrophe: improper handling of papaya. Because papaya is packed with water and natural sugars, it becomes the perfect environment for harmful bacteria if it's not stored correctly. Pathogens such as Salmonella, E. coli, Listeria, and Staphylococcus aureus can multiply rapidly on improperly handled fruit. According to the CDC, these bacteria are among the leading causes of foodborne illness in adults over 50, who are often more vulnerable to severe infections. The risks increase quickly once papaya is cut. Left at room temperature, it's relatively safe for about 1 hour, but by 2 hours, bacteria growth becomes moderate. At 4 hours, the danger is high, and after 6 hours, it can be extremely hazardous. For whole papayas, the best approach is to let them ripen at room temperature, then refrigerate for up to 5 to 7 days. Keep them out of direct sunlight and avoid washing until you're ready to cut. Once sliced, papaya should be placed immediately in airtight containers and stored at 40 Celsius or below. Consume within 2 to 3 days at most. Never leave cut papaya sitting out for longer than 1 hour. To further reduce risk, rinse the fruit under cold running water for at least 30 seconds. Gently scrub with a clean brush and dry with a paper towel before cutting. Always use clean utensils and make sure cutting boards are washed thoroughly after each use. Food safety experts even recommend using separate boards for fruits to prevent cross-contamination. When possible, choose glass containers. They're non-reactive, easier to sanitize, and help preserve freshness. Mistake number 6 is ignoring the allergy alarm: pollen sensitivity. Many people don't realize that papaya allergy is more common than it seems, and often misdiagnosed because the first signs can be subtle. At the mild end, symptoms may include tingling in the mouth. While eating papaya, mild stomach discomfort. Within 30 minutes, slight changes in bowel movements or small skin irritations. But as sensitivity increases, the warnings become harder to ignore: swelling of the lips, tongue, or throat, persistent abdominal pain, nausea and vomiting, widespread rashes, or even wheezing and difficulty breathing. The most severe reaction is anaphylaxis, a life-threatening emergency. Signs include sudden difficulty breathing or swallowing, dizziness, a rapid pulse, severe gastrointestinal distress, or even loss of consciousness. While rare cases of papain-induced anaphylaxis have been documented in medical journals, even in individuals who previously tolerated papaya without issues. What makes this even more important is cross-reactivity. People allergic to papain may also react to other tropical fruits, latex products, certain medications, or even meat tenderizers that contain papain. This is why experts recommend taking any suspicion seriously. If you notice unusual reactions, keep a food diary to track symptoms. Consider an elimination diet under medical supervision, and request an allergy test from your doctor. If a papaya allergy is confirmed, the only truly safe approach is complete avoidance. For adults over 50, especially those already managing other health conditions, recognizing these signs early could prevent a medical emergency. Now let's turn to the positive side. Used wisely, this tropical fruit is one of nature's most powerful healing foods. The secret lies in its enzymes, particularly papain. This natural compound helps break down proteins into smaller, more absorbable forms. For people with digestive issues, older adults whose metabolism has slowed, or anyone recovering from illness, papain can make protein digestion far easier. Just 1 cup of papaya delivers 88 milligrams of vitamin C, about 98% of your daily needs, more than what you'd get from a typical orange. Papaya is also packed with antioxidants that help neutralize free radicals and reduce oxidative stress, a process strongly linked to aging and chronic disease. These antioxidants don't just fight cellular damage, they may also lower blood vessel inflammation, improve cholesterol levels, and support overall cardiovascular health. 1 cup of papaya also provides about 1,532 IU of vitamin A, alongside beta-carotene, lycopene, and zeaxanthin. These nutrients are essential for eye health, helping protect against age-related macular degeneration, while also supporting healthy skin. Papain and related enzymes appear to help regulate fat accumulation, potentially slowing the progression of obesity when combined with balanced diet and activity. Experts recommend about 1 cup or 140 grams 4 to 5 times per week. Eating it 30 minutes before meals can prime your stomach for digestion, while enjoying it in the morning can wake up your digestive system for the day. After a workout, papaya offers antioxidants that support recovery. The one time to avoid papaya is late at night, since its natural sugars may interfere with sleep quality. We've now walked through 6 critical mistakes that can turn papaya from a healing superfood into a genuine health risk. Throwing away the nutrient-rich seeds, eating it unripe, overlooking medication interactions, consuming too much mishandling storage, and ignoring allergy warnings. The truth is, when handled correctly, papaya remains one of nature's most powerful healing foods. The key is respecting its potency, preparing it properly, and paying attention to how your body responds. A safe approach is to begin slowly. Start with just a 1/4 cup every other day during the first 2 weeks while you monitor how you feel. Then increase to 1/2 cup every other day for the next 2 weeks. From there, work up to 1 cup 4 to 5 times a week. Many nutritionists even recommend taking short breaks, about 1 week off every 3 months, to let your system reset. And don't forget, communication with your healthcare provider is essential, especially if you're over 50 or managing chronic conditions. Knowledge is power, but applied knowledge is what leads to transformation. Use what you've learned today to make papaya a safe, beneficial part of your health journey. If this video gave you valuable insight, remember to like, subscribe for more evidence-based health content, and share it with someone who loves papaya. Thank you for watching.